everybody, it's Heavy Gear Guy Craig here again with yet another video battle report. My opponent today will be Colin. Say hey, Colin.
Hey, Colin.
Colin will be playing north, I will be playing south. We're currently in the basement of our local friendly gaming store. It's kind of busy today. My forces today are a Southern Republican Army. I have a general purpose squad with 2 light bazookas, a veteran striker squad, including my armor commanding Naga, a Sagittarius with VLRPs, and then I have a fire support squad with 2 Cobras, a King Cobra, and the commanding Black Mamba for the squad. Colin's force is Western Frontier Protectorate with a veteran fire support squad with an extra ferret for spotting capability, a Bandit Hunter Clem, they're pretty popular in the West, and a GP squad. One of his Grizzlies does indeed have anti-tank missiles. It is a crossbow Grizzly, and that will be represented by that Grizzly right there. And this is our battlefield that we will be playing upon. And we'll get this set up and get going. Something before we start here, Colin has put together some really nicely colored damage movement dice to replace the standard movement die with damage counter. He's got your standard green for undamaged, marked green for sturdy, yellow for light, orange for heavy, and red for critical. So we're going to give those a try. Plus we have some action dice with different actions on them. We're going to give those a try, so if you see those, that's what they are. Alrighty. Okay, here's our setup for before the game. My missions are to protect my Striders for 2 victory points and to eliminate the Northern General Purpose Squad for 2. The North has chosen to hold the comm station for 2 points and to recon my General Purpose Squad for 2 points. Turn 1 has come to a close here. A lot of firing with not a lot of action. Indirect fired hand grenade stunned these Jaegers. My fire support squad Cobras threw a bunch of rockets at that hunter there. Did a little bit of damage, but then he was killed by an anti-gear missile. And the Clem took a shot at the King Cobra, but he successfully made his save. And that's it. On to turn 2.
No, I had to push it back to the 16.
Okay, so here's Colin's damage die in action. This hunter was just shot by a light bazooka from a Jaeger over there who's taking some cover. Did a couple boxes. So the damage die is colored yellow. So rather than having standard movement dice and a yellow chit, just 1 yellow movement die. Everything gets done in 1 die. It's a really cool concept. Way to go.
Thanks.
Okay, turn 2, wrap up. Things are starting to get a little bit messy. Lost a Spitting Cobra pretty quick to a anti-tank missile fired from the crossbow Grizzly. He was target designated by the ferret, which ran over to there, target designating him at the time. Big units can be hard to defend, but anything's going to die from an anti-tank missile. Over here, the GP squads are mixing it up. Some bad active detect rolls from the north means that only 1 of the South GP Jaegers was detected. The north then lost a couple hunters. The first one to a little bit of concentrated indirect rocket pods, which also damaged the Jaeger. A little bit of friendly fire, never hurt anybody. And then the other hunter, who had been damaged earlier, was finished off by an anti-gear missile from the Naga in the back. The Clem is starting to do some fire into the fire support Cobras and Sagittarius behind the rock. Did a little bit of damage. They've so far weathered a couple heavy mortars just fine. So that's where we sit. On to turn 3. Alright, over here, starting off the turn, the Northern GB squad has done a judicious amount of moving and targeting, having successfully active detected all 4 of the Southern Jaegers. However, the Headhunter was designated priority target, and now a Bazooka Jaeger has him in the open and has achieved a total of an 8. So it's your defense. 4. That's a margin of success of 4, which will obliterate the Hunter. And now that Hunter just got shot in the back by a bazooka, but 2 mediocre rolling on my side, good rolling on Colin's side. He's only heavily damaged at this point. I really like this dice. The Naga stepped out of cover to get target designation on the Klim, who promptly used a CP during movement to pop smoke. They'll block the target designation, so smart move by the Klim. Into turn 3, we've had a bit more carnage. The Headhunter was brought down by some bazooka rounds. We saw the other hunter take some damage. The Ferret was just killed by a combination of a light particle accelerator and a very heavy autocannon. And the Sagittarius got back into cover and went hull down, which saved his life from an anti-tank missile. And that's it. On to turn 4. We've been joined by Ross, one of the other local players. Say hi, Ross.
Hey.
Alright. Ross plays Leagueless. He likes it dirty in the Badlands. So what do you think about the polls there, Ross?
Down with polar oppression.
There we go. Alright, the Klim with an attached recon drone. That's the drone up there. Just target designated my Army Commander Naga, who happens to be in the open from the drone. The Crossbow Grizzly, that's him back there, just fired an anti-tank missile with a grand total of +2 to his attack, rolled a 7, got a 9. Here I go to defend. I got 4 dice. I'm at combat speed. Okay, so my combat speed is -2. Here we go. I think I'm gonna die. That gives me a 3 versus a 9. That's a margin of success of 6 for 150 damage. Much greater than the Naga's 23 armor. And he is out of there. Bye, Army Commander. Alright, into turn 4. We saw the Southern Army Commander eat a heavy, or not heavy, but eat an anti-tank missile and be obliterated. One nice anime-style fireball there. The fire support squad moved up to contest the central comm tower, which is the north objective. Killed a hunter with a bazooka, not overkilled, so he's going to lie there and beat terrain for the rest of the game. Then over there, the Klim is up to light damage after a volley of triple very light rocket pods from the Sagittarius. And that's it. Final turn. Here we come. All right. Turn 5. Board's clogged up a little bit there. The Southern Fire Support Group made a mad dash for the comm tower to keep it out of the hands of the North, so we denied them those points. There was a drive-by knifing that led to nowhere, but it was fun. The Sagittarius has brought the Klim up to critical damage with just massively repeated very light rocket pods. Okay, so how it ends up is the North achieved their scouting mission on the general purpose for 2 points, failed their hold mission, so they achieved 2 points. The South eliminated the Northern GP for 2 points, and half of the Strider squad is still alive for 1 point. So the South edges out a victory 3-2.
Good game.
Good
sir.
game.
Good game.
That's Colin. I'm Craig. And that's Ross. We will see you next time.